We're currently on the Pacific Encounter from Brisbane, and we're about to hop off the cruise ship now and head on to
Norfolk Island.
Yeah, that's it, Norfolk Island. So we've both never been there before.
So we haven't really planned what we're doing on the island. We're going to get on the island and plan it from there.
Yeah, we're figuring that we don't need to book an onboard tour, because I'm sure once we get out onto the island, they're going to offer their own things over there. So we're going to check out what they've got.
Yeah, it can't be too hard. It's just an island.
So it should be fun. The people that we've talked to on the cruise, most of them are looking forward to Norfolk Island. Out of all the places we're going, we're going to be heading to Tonga, also Fiji, Vanuatu. Yeah, so this is our first stop, so hope you enjoy it.
We disembarked on the island's tenders, and I believe this is because the water can be that rough that the cruise ship's tenders, which are made of fiberglass, can be damaged quite easily against the local docks.
The water was pretty rough, and we found out later that we were only the second P&O ship that were able to disembark onto Norfolk Island since COVID. So we felt pretty lucky.
P&O then provided a bus shuttle service that took us into the local town's RSL, which was about a 10 to 15 minute ride. Where do we go for that?
Yeah. So we've just arrived on Norfolk Island. We've got a shuttle bus to the main town centre, which was courtesy of P&O. And once we've got on to the town centre, we've booked two trips. One is to Mount Pitt and the other one is to Kingston. So one of them's about the convicts and the other one's like 360-degree views of the island. So it should be pretty nice.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, that costs us $30
per person per tour. Yeah.
So we're on Pitt Hill or Pitt Mountain, I'm not sure which one it is. You know what it is, Dad?
Pitt.
Anyway, it's the second tallest mountain on Pitcairn Island. And we're just about to get a 360 view of the island.
Mount Pitt offers stunning panoramic views of the surrounding area. You can see the Norfolk pines that are native to Norfolk Island. And apparently there's heaps of walking tracks as well. So if you're a hiker, this would probably be the place that you'd want to start. When we purchased the tickets, we were told it was a 360 view. It doesn't quite have a 360 view. It does have a lot of view, but to be honest, I couldn't see the cruise ship, so there is that.
Right, so we got the bus down to Kingston Settlement, or I think it's more Kingston Penal Colony. We're going to go check out all the buildings, see what they're all like.
In 1788, the island was settled as a harsh penal colony by the British. Kingston became a central hub for the convict settlements. So some people said that this was a whaling station, but I just read the sign and it was actually a flag house. So what they did here was, when the sea was too rough, they put the flags at half mast, and when the sea was fine for the ships to come in, they flew the flag at high. The commissariat store was built in 1829, and it was the place where they stored the provisions and supplies for the colony. It was located close to the place where the ships landed, so they could easily distribute goods. The crank mill was originally used as a grain store and military barrack. Later, it was a place where they sent some of the unfortunate prisoners to mill corn using human-powered machinery. Apparently, it was back-breaking work, and they could hear them screaming from inside the prison walls. The crank mill was gutted by fire and now lays in ruins. The Kingston Jail, which was built in 1830, is preserved today as ruins. In the past, it held some of the island's most notorious criminals.
Right. This is my sister Linda and her husband Alan.
Oh, I am in.
Yeah. You reckon I complain a lot? She hasn't stopped whinging the whole bloody cruise. It's driving me crazy. It's bringing us right down. Hey.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Alan?
That's right.
The construction of the hospital was completed in 1833, and it served everybody who lived on the island at the time, including the convicts. By the mid-19th century, and with the decline of the convict settlement, the hospital eventually became abandoned. Over time, the hospital fell into disrepair and was left as ruins.
Norfolk Island. It's a pretty desolate place and there's not a lot to do here, but I can tell you what, it's really pretty. And I'd love to spend a little bit more time here exploring the whole island.
Have you noticed that I haven't complained? All that way that you've been taking me said, Alan, he lies.
So we checked out Mount Pitt, then we headed all the way down to Kingston and checked out the UNESCO site, then we headed back into town. Norfolk Island was stunning. It had beautiful blue water, the landscape was so green, and there were random cows and chickens just all over the island, which was great because I like chickens and cows. Anyways, it is definitely a place that I would come back to visit, probably for about 2 or 3 days, I think. And it surprised me because I was expecting Norfolk Island to be quite flat, but it was very hilly. If you found this video entertaining, helpful or inspiring, would love for you to consider subscribing to our channel and hitting that notification bell. Subscribing will ensure that you never miss out on any of our future content that we create, especially for you.